Hello everyone, welcome back to the breakdown. I'm Tone. Thank you for joining me once again. This is just a quick update video and a little bit of a breakdown of what it means and just covering a couple of points, so I'll get straight into it. Today, the Victorian government dropped the bombshell for all of us here in Victoria. As of the 15th of this month, October 2021, all essential workers, which means anyone that is currently still allowed to work, in order to continue working, must have received the first dose of a COVID vaccine. And then have to receive a second dose by sometime in November, I think. Now, obviously, I was and have been expecting this day to arrive. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I never expected that it would move this quickly. But I'm not surprised that we are, that we've got there, just how fast we've got there. I've always expected it. I've been doing the best that I can to prepare for it. Here it is. Got about 2 weeks left. Now, what that then means is that anyone who says no, and will not comply with that, obviously, well, your job finishes, whatever it is you do. Now, the delivery service that I provide a service with has sent me a text message and an email only several hours after the government dropped that bombshell, stating that, well, stating those very facts. If I or any other courier wants to continue to work in this area, in a restricted area, which is Victoria, they must comply with the mandate. So as of the 14th, I assume that means that I'm no longer doing what I have enjoyed doing for several months now. It is what it is. A very dangerous statement from a very dangerous person. It is what it is. So, all I guess I would like to say is I fully support anyone who makes their own choice. You can choose whichever way you want to go. Don't let it be because the government told you to do it. If you've chosen to do it, fantastic. Okay, that's your choice. If you choose not to do it, I'm fully backing you in that also. Don't do it. Obviously, that's going to bring you some challenges that are, at this point, seemingly unavoidable. So, but I'm with you in that. I'm together with you in that. Now, it comes to my attention that this has overarching implications for farmers as well. They've been allowed to continue to work on their farms. They are listed in the essential services list. Therefore, they've now been mandated that they must have the vaccine in order to continue to do what they've been doing. There's so much to say about that, but I think I need to leave most of that alone. It's quite ridiculous. It's evil is what it is. Just how far this is being pushed. And I've got family and I've got friends that are going to be deeply impacted by this. And they're not going to be able to avoid it, I guess. I'm, at this point, still in a position to be able to avoid it. And I count that as a blessing. But there's a couple of things I wanted to cover based on that, if I might, just quickly. I've read some comments and I've heard comments today on the radio. Various people on Facebook have made some comments regarding some of this stuff. I just wanted to, I guess, break it down a little bit and, you know, set the record straight. Now, people have called up on the radio today stating that not in particular farmers, but we can link it to farmers. I've read some material that links it to farmers, but they're stating that people in essential services, you know, if they contract this virus and die, well, then that's the reason we've got to get this mandate through, and we've got to get these people vaccinated so that these services don't suddenly be unavailable and can't be provided. And that goes to farmers as well, apparently. Now, you know, things like dead farmers can't run farms. Dead builders can't build houses. Dead delivery drivers can't deliver your Maccas. We know the survival rate of this thing. We also know that despite all of the interventions, it's still gone as far as it has. Based on the interventions that have been put into place, do you honestly think that if it was as virulent as what they'd like you to believe, that it wouldn't have already wiped out a third of the world's population? Okay, so then I want to also look at the fact that, and this has been pushed on the radio for months now, vaccines have been mandated in society already. In particular, they reference children needing to be vaccinated to attend schools and all that sort of thing. Now, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, and I'll state that again and again and again. I am not an anti-vaxxer. But to suggest that because vaccines up until this point, or indeed anything up until this point, has been okay, then fully justifies that anything that comes later is also okay, is a foolish notion. And it really bothers me that people follow that idea. You think that just because something has been okay up until this point, it will continue to be okay in the future. Big issues with that. And it bothers me that so many people think in that way. You're already lost if you believe that. Now, also a suggestion that no longer having Medicare available to anyone who hasn't been jabbed. And I've got a question about that then. So for anyone that does decide that they do not want to get the jab, does that mean that the Medicare levy on their taxes is opt-out? Because that's the only fair way to do that. You're going to have to continue to pay your taxes, aren't you? You think a Medicare levy should be fair on anyone that doesn't get the benefit from it? No, I don't think so. But I highly doubt that that would be allowed. You pay your Medicare levy because you potentially are going to put a issue onto the, you're going to add a problem to the health system. So therefore, that's your tax. But you don't get any Medicare benefit from it. Any reduction in your actual costs. If they go that way, which I sure think they probably will, that should prove to everybody what's going on. Okay? Now, I just want to leave you with this. If anyone out there firmly still believes that all of what's been going on up until this point and continues to happen has been about COVID-19 and has been about the issuance of a vaccine to combat that. If that's really what you think, I don't know that there's any liberation. I don't believe you've got the point. I feel very sorry to know that a lot of people have just gone out and got this blindly because of science. Because everything up until this point's been okay, so justifiably so should this be. If you believe that this is anything to do with a virus anymore, and anything to do with, and that it's got nothing to do with any form of control of you, I've been talking about this for months. But if you believe that it's not control, okay, you've made your choice. I'm making mine. Thank you so much for joining me for this really quick update. God bless you and keep you. And until next time, I'll see you in the next videos. God bless you and bye for now.